Fat Guys and Sci-Fi. And horror, maybe?
Maybe.
Hey, guys, just got done watching 1970-something's Alien.
1979.
Nice. 1979 with Sigourney Weaver. The director's cut from 2003. With the introduction from the director saying it was so long ago, 25 years ago. Well, congratulations. That movie is 45. It's 45 years old. That is... No.
44, no? 1979, 1980.
So, yeah,
I'm not that
80, that'd be
smart.
20.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
No, it'd be.
45. 1979.
Yeah, because if it,
1979. It's
19
45 years old.
yeah,
if it-
45. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, okay. Why you guys always question my math?
I don't know. It's the only thing.
I'm tired of this. Tired of this.
It's the only thing I got left.
You just don't
Yeah.
look like a math guy.
Oh,
Damn.
What do math guys look like, Kenny?
should I go get a hat with a pinwheel on top, Kenny?
Maybe a pocket protector.
Pocket protector.
I had my pen.
You do have
Okay,
your
this
pen.
isn't my pen. It's Will's pen, but that doesn't matter. I'm still gonna write an equation to kick your ass.
Maybe you're being abacus.
Yeah, abacus kick your ass.
My foot, your ass, angular velocity of ouch.
Uh-huh. Woo! I'm gonna kick you right where it's perpendicular. All right, right in your perpendicular, sir.
Okay, I'm wrong then.
Cause parallax in that asshole, dude.
You, me, and a hexagonal ass whooping.
Yeah, your butthole will suffer deformation.
Anyway, I think we're getting off topic here. All right, so we just got done watching this movie. 45 years old. I really hope when Will's editing this that I did say 45.
He messes it up and make it sound like it said 44.
Right? Yeah. There's just going to be a record scratch right there. DJ Will in the house.
Dude, I'm gonna bleep you out. You sound.
Birthday parties, bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, any other special event that you want to get down and get jiggy with. DJ Will in the house.
Quinceañera se habla español.
All right. So look here. I will give Sigourney Weaver's character credit, okay? Right off the bat, she was like, "Hey, you motherfuckers can't come in here. Stay out." All right?
Yeah, she
All
did-
right.
Yeah, she actually had the good idea of, hey, don't bring them on. We've got to do a quarantine. That's procedure. How
Yeah.
short of the movie if it would be? That'd be the end of the
Oh,
movie
dude,
right
that'd be the
there.
end of the movie right there.
If
Be able
they
to.
You know, I
listen.
mean, I suppose you could have the action of them trying to get in, but who controls the robot? Right? Like, who controls the cyborg?
Chat GPT.
Like,
They're like super company.
he
men
overrode
things.
her, and I mean, like, why are they trying to get? Are they trying to get the alien back, or is there something else that they're trying to get back that makes the crew expendable, and they don't know that the alien is on board?
They want the alien, and that made the crew expendable.
Why do they? Why do
robots are all just about like the company.
why do they want the alien?
New species, power hungry people, evil
Okay.
corporation kind of stuff.
Well, with this one, it doesn't have any of the Waitani or anything like that marketing, right? Like that came later.
Their logos, Waytech logos, are like all over little places in there.
Sorry, I can't read. Okay, never mind then.
I didn't know that.
I will say that big alien at the beginning, that dead, was a nice touch because it adds like an extra layer of mystery. Yeah. But yeah, I think the movie could be longer if they were to end it right there. But then it would be like an interpersonal drama. It'd be better as a book, you know? Of the efficacies of leaving somebody behind.
That would be a boring movie.
Yeah, dude. That'd be boring as shit. You gotta listen, you know?
I mean, so no, right? You could continue the movie on with the two that were not infected by an alien trying to get back in the ship, coming up with ways. Okay? Also, though, you know, I don't know where that would lead it, but the movie also could have ended if when they took the mask off and found the space tick, if they just threw that guy back outside. Like, they could have just fucking threw him back out outside.
They were yelling at gay. People wonder why they weren't freezing this guy with alien parasite on him.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah.
The captain crew knew like this was a bad idea.
Well, I suppose the robot was the one doing the surgery in there, so the company would keep him from doing that. But like somehow, I still feel like something more could have been done there. Like they could have been like, you know, and you would think that the company would want to freeze at that point.
Yeah, why didn't they just want to freeze the alien to begin with and just take it to go explore it later?
Yeah,
Or, like have scientists look at
or
it.
maybe they were. I feel like they were maybe trying to get. They thought that's what it was, and they were trying to get the information off of it right then and there, and then just discard it in space. But then when they saw how quickly it grows, its gestation period, maybe they're like, we can domesticate this. I mean, what is the Earth like in this year? You know what I mean? Like, is it a new food source? If it grows this quick, perhaps we can get its DNA to grow our animals that quick, or something of that.
In one of the movies they show them experiment on them. I forget which one it was. I think it was the third one where they kind of show aliens and like in little cages and experiment on with like their blood and stuff coming out. But
I thought their blood was molecular
it was
acid.
like a special kind of room, sci-fi science bullshit kind of a thing.
Okay.
Had that polymer.
Yeah.
Polymer.
That blue plastic barrel.
Polyurethane or something like that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And do they know? Like, was that the mission of the company the entire time, and people didn't know it?
I don't think you.
Or was it like it's a random chance, and so all of a
Well,
sudden
right.
they have to bring back the alien?
Right, because I mean, like, they get the alien gets on board, right, and then it's time to go, right? Or why were they leaving in such haste? Did the company know that the alien was on board?
They made prequels to the movie, and they discovered aliens already. So my question is, was it just kind of like supposed to be another like scavenger mission for an alien at this point?
Yeah. They like Pokemon and that shit. Can we say that? Can we use that?
Yeah.
All right, so they're just out there collecting all the aliens.
Could
Well,
be.
that kind of makes sense. It's like, okay, let's send these miners or whatever to go and try to gather materials and stuff and bring it back to Earth. And it's like, okay, we can do that. We'll make some profit money off of that. It's a good thing. But if there's any signals, alien-like signals pop up, the mission priority changes over. And I think there's one robot in every ship, but no one knows about it. And then they get the signal or the command from the mother brain or whatever that says, hey, this is code protocol 937, code 937 is activated, and then they switch it over. It's like, hey, we got to do whatever to get that specimen.
I assumed, and this is just me first time watching it, I assumed that they didn't know it. That when the distress signal went out, that it was just like any other strange ship at sea. Like you have an obligation to try and save it. I assume that'd be like a space law.
Well, he does say that what turns out to be the robot does end up saying that in their contract with the company that if there's any signal, like on a planet or something, that the nearest ship has to investigate.
Yeah.
It's in their contract, and if they don't do it, then they forfeit any profit that they get.
Yeah, that feels like they didn't know about the alien, and then somehow I wonder when did that android make that switch? You know?
I think it was always
Well, I think
there.
as long as the mission was progressing towards the interest of the company, the robot was just going with the flow. But, I mean, his mission never changed,
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, or his objective was always please the company. So that's always what he was doing in defense of the company, The position, I would have to say, or, the behavior change came when she didn't want to let them on the ship, and he overrode her and opened the door anyway.
Okay.
I think at that point, the company with their equipment on the guy already knew there was something there. So they were like, oh, okay, we got something.
Okay. Heck, okay, that makes a lot more. That makes a lot of sense to me. Okay, yeah. Get that cash, people. Watani for life. But fuck yeah. I mean, that was cool. What did you guys notice any characters that stood out besides Sigourney Weaver?
Not really. I guess the captain, the mad black guy.
Yeah.
The captain was a bad captain. Honestly, he should have been the one that, instead of Sigourney Weaver stepping up, hey, follow protocol. He should have been as the captain.
Yeah,
Should.
Maybe
But I
Hampton was a company man too. Maybe he was a robot.
Oh no, I think that guy, that was his best friend. I think it was his best friend or whatever. So he was acting emotionally instead of rationally. See, everyone needs to be Vulcan.
Little Vulcan never hurt anybody. A little rationale, a little logic, just not to the extreme like that android. Were you guys scared at all?
Here's my thing, right? So, if the company can make a robot, right? If it can make a cyborg that clearly tricked an entire crew, people of all different backgrounds and creeds, right? Why the hell can't they just get those for all their missions and not even have the human element?
Oh, they don't have to pay the android.
Yeah, they own it. I mean, it's obviously an AI that is smart enough to, those conversations aren't preloaded into it. It has a very fast capacity for processing the information it's fed. So it's as quick as the human mind. It's an AI that is as fast as the human mind and as logical as the human mind. So why would it not be able to just travel? Do all the work that the company wants itself.
That's a good point. Is the future of space exploration all going to be robots? Is that okay? Never mind.
Well, I mean, you would think it would be,
From a company standpoint,
even in our modern times as we are, it should be AI. They should, they have AI systems already out there, as far as I know. So, if it's all exploratory, then AI would suffice. And if it, if AI comes preloaded with, or if it has access to the information that says, hey, this is what I need to be looking for, it can decipher what's being sent to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so the probe that it's on takes a picture of this thing over here, this far away, whatever. That AI, should be able to discern like, oh, that's just a dust cloud versus that's a planet a little more. You know what I mean?
Well, I guess you guys think like how new are these AI robots?
Oh, sure.
Like maybe there's like they're testing this stuff out.
And maybe my expectation of AI currently is a little high, just because I've seen what they can do with it.
Yeah, they don't have a touch screen in that movie. They were
No touch screens, dial up.
Hey, nobody was on their phones.
It's true. They didn't even have like a watch phone.
What about that weird like engage kill switch for the ship?
Oh,
To separate it.
Oh yeah, dude, that was like
3 large canisters.
That was she had to undo a panel to go and pull down the 2 large levers, and then go over and start twisting knobs on 4 cylinders to bring them up, and then in each cylinder had like a little hidden red button or something that you gotta push, and then push the sequence numbers.
yeah, that did seem unnecessarily complicated. However, I understand the fail-safe difficulty.
Yeah, you don't want somebody pirating your ship, and using that as a way to negotiate hostages or something. You know what I mean? Like you don't want them to. You never know all the situations that would come about with that. Yeah. And I feel like that's more of a job for the cyborg anyway to do that. I feel like they trained the personnel to do it just to say, yeah, we have this failsafe in place, but I don't think it was actually meant for them.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Yeah. Also, it seems, and this is me just being a nerd, like an unnecessary maintenance and expense to have explosives on the ship.
Yeah.
That a better alternative, especially in space, is let me get my inhaler. I don't know, just fly into a sun.
Weren't they a mining crew though? Wasn't like mining earth or mining materials is what they were doing?
Yeah, because
So,
in the
like,
beginning of the movie, it tells you the name of the ship and what is cargo, which was 20 million tons of raw ore.
Yeah.
And its destination was going back to Earth.
Yeah, so you have some sort of explosives just for like mining and stuff.
Yeah,
If you're leaving the mining planet, why would you have explosives on you? You would leave that there. They're using that for that. You're taking
unless they're done with them.
Yeah, but
The
you worked for
mining
companies
part.
before where you gotta use every single little thing. Waste
so,
not.
so they
whatnot.
mined the planet, and now
Mine.
there's no more miners on the planet.
That's what I'm guessing. I don't know. They don't actually say.
Because I mean, so where's the other ship with the miners?
I assume, and this is just me assuming. You know what assume means. And this is me just thinking out loud that you would use all the explosives, so you'd leave more room for ore. That's what I was.
Well, I'd be more worried about something happen and the explosives go off. You're in well, that ship is actually a pretty huge ship.
It is a very large ship.
But you did point out a good point though when we're watching the movie that a fire on a spaceship is a huge concern.
Oh yeah, I watched those guys that are in the space station. As if I watched some of them, and they're like, no fire here. This is not. I think it's in like an oxygen rich.
It's the future, right? It's the future, and it was obviously a very well built ship. I mean, it was obviously very well built.
I don't know. To me, it looked like it was scrapped together, but
Well, it's not supposed to be pretty. It's supposed to like mine stuff. It's supposed to be like an industrial kind of thing,
Well, is it the mining ship, or is it just the cargo ship carrying what's been mined?
I think it's supposed to be both, but I'm not really
I think
sure.
What are they mining? What did they have? Ore? What kind of ore?
Space metals.
It's
Just space metals?
That's what I'm guessing.
it just said mineral ore, just some type of ore. They didn't. It wasn't specific.
I mean, I would assume. I mean, most definitely, you wouldn't want to have the explosives there. That just doesn't make any sense. And then, based on how it exploded, I mean, that must be some at least relatively reactive stuff. That ore.
Is it?
I mean, it was 3 explosions, right?
And varying colors too.
Yeah.
Would you think they would be using like a nuclear power to power the ship? I assume that you couldn't use traditional propellants in space because you would run out too quickly.
Yeah.
Let me get my inhaler.
Again, how far in the future are we?
I'm not sure when this takes place.
I'm not sure either. I don't think they even state what.
Well, I mean, I suppose either way doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I mean, technically, not technically. I mean, it is a movie, but it is fun for me to poke at it, especially because like biologically lies, like having something grow that quickly and not having any food source apparently.
Yeah,
That'd be
a
difficult.
limited food source for the size that it grew to and what it consumed. I mean, that's pretty good because I mean, you saw that it and it didn't even really consume as much as it did use those people to decorate its cave.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I believe it uses people for making
Babies.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's where they plant the eggs, and the eggs go and drop on the people.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're little face huggers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but and all in all, if you guys were the first people to explore that space area, at what point would you guys turn around?
Once you see like inside of a spaceship start looking fleshy, that's never a good sign.
Yeah, that's never good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring some
But-
bleach with you.
I don't. No, I'd probably get pretty far in the ship, just out of pure curiosity. That I would probably die in a horror film, just because of my pure curiosity. But as soon as I saw an area that looks like egg pods or something, I'm gonna stay clear of that area. I won't fuck with that area. Because it's like, no.
Guys, I used to work at a slaughterhouse. And the first time I saw like a chain move with hooks, one of them had like a liver. I felt like running immediately. So as soon as I see the fleshy walls, I'm gone.
Sometimes to get those stomachs, no false conveyor belts. And there's times where like it's still moving. Makes you think of the thing, like what's hiding in there, man? Oh shit!
Did you ever kick one?
Oh, you don't want to kick those, man.
Oh, okay.
You don't want
No,
to
no,
mess
You
them out.
bust one of those babies open and it's yucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, bloated stomach, and then you end up pop, and then just green gas.
Oh shit.
And
Okay.
then, yeah, it'll make you go. Bleh.
All right. So okay, that's proof that you would die first. That you would.
No, because
No, I'm
I never
joking.
was in that situation. I just heard
Oh,
stories.
okay. Never mind.
Because I wouldn't be in. Well, if that happens, usually that's catastrophic. Something happened, and you're like waist deep in guns.
Ugh.
And to clean it up. Nope.
All right. So curiosity would get you. I think emotions would get the better of me. I would probably bring that guy on board, but I would freeze him. I'd probably do something to that extent. And if he dies, I did all I could.
I mean, Kenny would probably be the guy, with the bug on his face.
I already said if I see egg sacs or whatever, I'm staying away from that.
Yeah, you can say that all you want, Kenny, but by the time you see those egg sacs, it's
Bust
probably
open
too
and get
late.
you.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody would try and move out of the way when a spider comes on your face.
Oh yeah, me. I'm arachnophobic.
Especially on the crew that doesn't have no firearms or any kind of like weapons.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they had a flamethrower. It's like, I didn't.
Well, she also had a spear gun in the shuttle.
Well, the spear gun and for
And
like
the escape pod.
utility a little bit, but even then, even just is there a future space gun rifle
or
anything?
maybe
So
they
I'm
don't
gonna
want to
say
risk
I
it
don't
going
I
off.
don't feel like I don't feel like the
Firearms?
yeah I lost my word there. The spear gun. I don't think the spear gun is a good idea in the escape pod. Its walls, I assume, are thinner. It's your escape pod. You know what I mean?
Maybe
You don't make a lifeboat on a ship.
Maybe
Out
that's
of the
why they
same
didn't have
material you do the ship. It's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true. It's I think think you said it best, Victor, when we were watching the movie. It's for short travel, not for long distance.
Yeah.
But it did have a cryopod on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Well, it's an
wasn't
escape pod. But I don't think it's meant, Kenny. Like when Victor said that, it's not meant to take you. You know, she's like, I'm supposed to get here in 6 weeks. That's probably in space travel, not that much given the vast distances. That's probably and I mean, shit. How do you even measure 6 weeks in space like that? Because we measure a week based off of our celestial day here, right? Or not celestial, our solar.
Isn't it called like the atomic clock? You think we'd have that in space too, or times?
Well, no, because we base our atomic clock, I believe, off of our sun, right? Because that's what we're going around.
Assuming that,
And so if you're in space, if you're in
track
deep
of
space,
days.
and it's all subjective. I mean, really, because what's deep space to us is just regular space to an alien.
I know they talked about like if you're on like a starship crew, like you're Star Trek, that you would just because how time's different in space, you'll come back and be generations of your family will be born by the time you get back.
Yeah. It was that way in Interstellar. You know, he came. You know, at one point in Interstellar, he made reference to the fact that he was the same age as his daughter. His daughter made reference to that. You know, and then when he got back, she was an old woman, but he was still, young, middle-aged Matthew McConaughey.
Good looking. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna backtrack for a second. You know how you said that little spaceship would take a while to get there, travel in space?
Yeah.
It takes forever to get to London in a rowboat. Who's ever heard that before?
Yeah, I've heard that.
I'm sorry.
It ain't the size of the boat.
Is the motion of the ocean.
Takes forever to get to London in a rowboat. A young lady, I remember, told one of us that. That was hilarious. I'm sorry. I just wanted to.
Yeah, but you know what? It only takes about 10 minutes to get across the lake.
Fuck yeah. But yeah, all in all, good film. Yeah. Where would you put this with the other 4 Alien films? Or no, there's more, isn't there? There's like 5, 6.
There's a bunch now. There's like a bunch of prequels and stuff like that. I'm not really
And,
sure.
and
the
then they
order.
ended up introducing Predator in the mix.
Yeah, like AVP's the new thing right now.
Okay, yeah. Where would you rank it for the first 4? The ones that we see on the DVD box.
I think the original Alien was a good kind of basic space horror movie before it got super big. A lot of movies are based off aliens. Yeah. Most space horrors come some sort of alien hybrid thing, so it's trendsetter. The other ones were just kind of like, when you get the 80s where they make sequel after sequel after sequel.
Yeah, I think like in the second one, it's a little bit not suspense horror. It's becomes a more actiony.
Yeah.
Right? Or is that the third one?
I think they start picking up in the second one because the second one's like a Marines, right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Hicks or something like that.
Well,
Yeah, it's Marines with guns and stuff.
Which one is the one that has Sigourney Weaver in that exosuit and is like, "Get away from her, you
Yeah,
bitch."
she fights the queen in in the loader.
Yeah, is that in the second one?
Yeah, it's the second one. I think I remember more of the second one that did the first one.
So, I don't remember too much of any of the movies because it's been forever since. But yeah, the second one I remember a little bit more of. So, for me, probably the first movie would probably be underneath the second. But I don't remember the 3 and 4 very.
Yeah, I think 3's like a prison ship.
Yeah, it's a prison ship. It's like a dog alien.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, never mind. I was thinking of Predator.
Number 4, just
some
bring her
reason.
back and like Ron Perlman's in it. I forget what the plot of that one is.
I don't know. I just remember there was a guy who like strapped someone to their back and tried to climb a stair. That's about it, really. In an underwater scene for a long time. I don't know.
Yeah, they chase them in the water,
Yeah.
going back and forth. And you notice in this movie too, when they show the full shots, like the costume does not look near as good in later movies. I mean, the costume look as bad. It looks way more worse than it does in later movies.
Yeah,
It doesn't have the arch to it. It looks like a guy just standing in a suit. Then when they're burning with the thrusters at the end, you see it's kind of like wobbling there.
But I think that was I was reading up on some of the trivia and stuff of the show. I think that was a smart play where they made the alien's blood acidic. That way, because you'd be thinking, okay, why aren't you using guns or projectiles to kill it and keep it safe? And so it's a smart move that they did it acidic because they don't want to make the monster like unstoppable or with regeneration or whatever.
Well,
it would prevent because acid would be sprayed everywhere.
I think if they had a large concentration of that acid, it would probably eat through and cause the ship to self-destruct.
Yeah, because that little bit of acid that came out from that little tiny cut from it, from
levels, right?
yeah, it went through 3 levels before it stopped. So a bigger puddle of it would go right through the ship. So yeah, I think that was a smart idea.
With it being dark all the time, I'm not sure who said it, but someone pointed out that like because it's so dark, you can't see how
Bad the
set is or the costume, and I think that just adds another layer. Ooh, I thought that was the alien. We just heard a meow and a door opened. I'm gonna go double check real quick.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
was.
Dude, that cat is mad at you, Will.
But I think that what they really were going for with the darkness is to put the audience on edge, because you have we all have that innate fear of the dark. I think the movie was just trying to keep you on edge, but also it'd be cheaper too.
Yeah, I was gonna say because you're not having to use as much color. You know what I mean? You're not
Lighting is gonna make this look slimy and gross. So you don't have to use as much.
Yeah.
And if you show that original alien too much, I think the scare factor would kind of disappear from it.
Yeah, like
They use a lot of semen colored goop.
There's a lot of jizz in this movie.
Yeah.
A lot. There's a lot.
But yeah,
of jizz.
showing the alien too much would have been ruin it. It's like how long it was half the movie in the first Predator before they actually showed you that actual alien. You would only see like maybe a silhouette or maybe some eye would glow. The eyes would glow, but you would never actually see the alien until like the halfway point, going into the third act.
Yeah, that's a good choice. You know, hiding the alien, letting your mind to do the work, hiding the budget of the set. Also, scientific fact, not scientific, but they're probably saving power. You know, from not lighting up the whole ship. I assume. I don't know. I'm just trying to.
The corridors were really dark. That's not OSHA.
That's an OSHA violation.
Yeah, it's like you can't
I love
see
to
your
see
feet.
like the scenes where like people are just stubbing their toes on stuff in accident.
All right.
Like walking down the hallway, oh shit!
Yeah, the amount of hurt knees and bruised shins, dude, would be astronomical. God, there'd be one corner that just fucking gets everybody too, you know?
Dude, and see, if they used cyborgs for everything, they use robots for everything, no workers' compensation. You know? The company seems like they're, like, pretty smart, but they're not. I would like to see that. A bunch of people walking around just stubbing their toes.
I think one of the movies kind of... It could be that one prequel movie, Prometheus or whatever, that may explain more on the robots or whatever, why they're...
They were one of the... I don't know. Yeah, I think they might. But it's been a while, and
Is Prometheus worth watching?
if you're an alien movie fan, sure. But if
It
not just if
was-
you're looking for a simple sci-fi movie,
No, and
It's kind of
the,
cheesy.
the and the characters are dumb. Like
Yeah.
the two are like spoilers on it. It's like they're running away from a rolling spaceship. Instead of going to the side of it, you're seeing the shadow coming on to you. Instead of running to the side, they just keep running within the shadow.
Did they die?
One of them, I think, did.
Oh.
At least one of them died, got crushed. It's
I
like
remember like the plot of that movie. Like they discovered the giant place, the first aliens, right?
yeah,
Then all the other aliens happened and they escaped. That was the movie.
yeah. I don't really remember that movie too much. I just remember that almost every character in that movie was dumb,
Yeah.
and the movie was not great.
Yeah.
The chest burst scene though was still pretty good. I think
Oh,
that kind
yeah.
of stand the test of time.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for that actor. That had to happen twice.
How come?
Because there was that first time in the Alien, but then he pops up in Spaceballs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
He sings-
hilarious.
he
That
sings-
scene is
He
in that
sings a
diner.
ditty.
It's hilarious because he eats the special of the day, which is a soup. He eats the soup, and then pretty soon he's like, and panicking. Then he falls back in the same way that he does in the Alien movie, and then the little alien pops out, and then he just raises his head. And he's like, "Oh no, not again!" And then he dies. So, Spaceballs is an awesome movie.
I loved how like the first splatter of blood and then everybody paused and then the alien popped out like
Yeah.
half a second later.
Mhm.
That was a good choice. I don't know if like you said, the blood pack exploded early.
I know. I think it was meant to be like that.
Yeah, like an initial
But-
breaking of a chest or something.
Yeah.
It was but why would it be that? I feel like the blood pack exploded early.
Well,
Just
again, it hits again. There's even more blood. So I think the idea was it was trying to break out.
Oh, so it had already busted a little something there. Oh, okay.
Facehuggers were kind of cool.
How much would you first of all, facehuggers scarier than the alien? You know?
Yeah.
Like could you imagine something trying to jump and impregnate you?
Through the
So
mouth.
what's worse? What's worse? Egyptian earwig or alien face hugger?
I'm gonna take Egyptian earwig.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Egyptian earwig too.
Yeah, I was thinking I might go with Egyptian earwig.
Well, you pot.
Dude, that earwig, man, because it's real. I mean, I'm not saying alien face huggers aren't, but you know,
I know.
I mean, maybe you know, I've seen as a kid, you know, after you learn about that, those earwigs, you know, then like the fossils, they start looking like them, and then roly polies, they look like they kind of remind me of the earwigs from that other movie. So like, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, those are real. Which is why to this day I've never been to Egypt. Only reason, it has nothing to do with my socioeconomic status.
But no, that goes in the back of my mind sometimes. It's like I'm not always worried about it, but it's in the back of my mind about something while you're sleeping just kind of crawls into your ear.
You know what really?
I-
you know what
I-
I'm more scared of? You're sitting on a toilet and someone comes out with a toilet.
And
Oh, right.
tips.
That's
Dude.
something I'm scared of.
Dude,
I think
yeah.
about sometimes.
No.
Like a snake. will
Because-
come out there or
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there's snakes and fucking alligators in the sewer.
Or spiders, something that swims up, or
See, I worry about that a little bit.
that zombie
More?
hand coming out of the toilet.
I worry about the snakes a little more because I live out in the countryside, so I use a septic tank, and I'm worried sometimes that maybe a snake could somehow get into the septic tank and just backtrack up and go through my septic line, and then be like, "Ooh, I'm gonna kiss this guy on the ass." Mwah.
Or your balls.
Or your balls.
I don't know.
Oh,
Kid.
yeah.
I walked in the bathroom after you. I don't think no snakes and ghosts or all of that.
Well, you period of time, like a living creature.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I had a bug in my ear, and I did. I also had a bean once.
2 separate occasions.
Yeah. I don't remember if it was the same year, but you know what? I'm a lot smarter of a person now. I think the bug wasn't my fault. And I think I had the bean before the bug. All right? But when you rent and you move a lot, shit happens. Okay? Not every house you move into is not going to have roaches. You just have to get rid of the roaches when you move to the next house.
Yeah. And that's why he hasn't been to Egypt. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Guys, I feel... go ahead. I feel pretty good, guys. How you guys feeling?
I'm a little tired. I don't know, man. I feel a little tired. Or, like, what were we asking here?
Okay.
All right.
You know,
we
how you
wrapping
feeling?
this up?
Feeling
Wrapping
good,
this up.
Kenny?
Yeah.
All right.
My bad.
The director's getting us. The producer's getting
Director,
the cutoff
look,
sign.
my bad, guys. I guess I didn't understand
right.
the question.
We're gonna rate the movie.
All
How
right.
many thumbs up?
I'm gonna give it like 1 thumbs up. 1979. I really probably wanted to see Sigourney Weaver topless.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that... Hold on. Before we end this, she had no...
Oh
No,
butt.
no,
Butt.
no.
Like you said
Dude.
earlier, back in the day, like girls, it was more of a recent thing this last year, especially like yoga pants and workout pants and stuff.
No, man,
Girls really started working on their bonds a lot more.
I've always been an ass guy. You know?
Dude, I mean, like, have you ever seen a 90s ass? You know what? We can't talk about this, guys. This isn't the right podcast.
No,
Okay, I'm sorry.
that is
Alright, we're gonna
fat
get canceled.
guys and other stuff. After midnight, fat guys after midnight.
Yeah. Sir Mix-a-Lot. Yeah. Well, okay then.
All right. So, shall we exit this thing?
Okay, I'm gonna give it a thumbs up.
I'll give it a thumbs up.
I'll give it a thumbs up too. Just
It has-
because a lot of things base themselves off of aliens. I mean, even the strong woman type, I think, kind of goes back to.
That's
This
true.
year.
That's true.
She
They
is
did.
one of the first ones.
They really respected women in this film, and that's
Except for that one woman, she was just a mess.
Well, you always have the weaker lady to make the stronger lady look stronger. I think.
true.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this lady's a bitch, but this lady right here is a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like the modern bitch, like, yeah, bitch, you fucking got this, like.
Power bitch. The
Power
bottom
bitch.
bitch,
I like how she was right and didn't go "I told you so" to the captain. All right.
Sorry.
I'm gonna.
At least the cat made it out
I mean,
alive.
it gives hope for the future. Maybe. Never mind. I'm not gonna finish that statement. Goodbye, everybody. I'm not gonna cancel myself tonight.
All right, we'll probably.
Bye, everybody.
Probably. All right. Goodbye,
guys.
Oh, shit, I fucked
Sci-fi.
You're messing up, man.
All right.
That
Take
guy's
two.
excited.
Take two. Take two. Take two.
Yeah, I thought we were going for it.
Fat guys and sci-fi.
And a little bit of horror, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. Would be.